Greetings, 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 everyone, and welcome to day 27 of the 30-day hydration challenge. I hope everyone's doing well. I wanted to bring a guest on today, and my guest is someone who's actually been participating in the hydration challenge at different points over these last few weeks. And I wanted you guys to just kind of hear from her what kinds of things she's been experiencing as a result of being consistent with her water intake. So this is Shavonne Pounders.
Hi, everyone.
Yes. All right. So Shavonne, tell us a little bit about yourself and why you decided to join the challenge.
Well, first, I am a 37-year-old mom of six. So that right there, any moms out there, we're running on fumes, especially when you have multiple. I am also a business owner, a full-time student, and I also work full-time as a senior digital marketing specialist for two different agencies. So I have my hands full. On top of that, I am in the process of losing weight because I deal with chronic hypertension.
Yeah.
Those who don't know, that means I have high blood pressure. In my case, my blood pressure can run up into the 200s easily. Just if I get into a screaming match with the kids, there's my blood pressure.
Wow.
So I have been working with Chef Beee for over 3 years, and not just in the capacity of working, but she's been my health coach, voluntarily or not. And I remember this one point in my journey when I was pregnant with my sixth child. I was having such a difficult time. It was just this one day, and I didn't know what was going on. I felt awful, and I was crying, and I was ready to give up. Um, I wanted to go to the hospital, but I'm like, I don't really want to. And I think I was like 6 months pregnant. So by this point, the weight's setting in, but my blood pressure was doing, well. So I called Chef B. I'm like, who do I know that is knowledgeable, that I trust, that could probably tell me to do something while I'm pregnant that I trust doing? So I called Chef B up, and I'm crying. I'm like, I don't know what to do. I feel best. I need to go to the hospital. And she's like, well, tell me what's going on. So after I told her my symptoms and everything, she said, drink some water. And I'm like, what? In my thinking, I called, and I'm like, she's like, get a glass of water right now while you're on the phone with me, fill it with some ice, get your straw if you have it, and drink some water. So I'm like, this sounds crazy, but okay. Y'all, I drank the water, and literally it's like I felt my life draining back into me. Like in that moment, and then I started crying again because, but at the same time, just like, oh my God, it was this simple. So
Yeah.
that's Chef B first put me onto the key of hydration. Sometimes what we think, even going to the hospital when they put those fluids in our arms.
It's water.
It's water. I never thought just drink some.
It's water with nutrients in it. That's magnesium, potassium. It's the thing we've been talking about during this hydration challenge, which is we want to drink water that's not just only hydrating us, but nourishing us. And so the water needs to have things in it that's going to do that, you know?
Yes. And I was not a fan of coconut water until this. Now I'm like drinking all kinds of water. Like, give me some water.
Yeah.
So, and this has been a hard journey for me. I being in this stage in life where I'm trying to get healthy, it is hard because I've been unhealthy for 36 years.
Wow.
So like I have incorporated little things here and there, and I was never like against drinking water. But what I realized too is that I needed more water than what I thought. So I was
Yeah.
supplemented with juice, and I was supplemented with pop, thinking, well, I'm getting my 24 ounces or my 16 ounces or my 2 glasses a day. That wasn't doing anything for my body. And that's why this hydration challenge, every time you have one, I'm like, this is a reminder, because I don't think anyone realizes just how, like, we hear them say it, but during the challenge, what I do is I really take notice of how my body feels. I even heard this one girl say in her YouTube video, she's like, I woke up and I was feeling crappy, and then I looked at my water bottle and I realized I hadn't drank enough water the day before.
Yeah.
So it is becoming a movement, and this girl was like 20. And it's just like everybody is starting to notice, no matter what age you are, hydration plays a key role. So for me, like, this hydration challenge is exciting because it's a chance to flush my system out. Again, because I haven't completely given up juice or pop, but it's just a chance to be more mindful about it, be in the present. So I'm drinking even less. And so now I have a 48 case of pop. It's still sitting in the basement with I'll say probably like 45, because all I've been doing is drinking this water.
That's
And then I went
good.
and had some coconut water. I got some essential living water. So I have a base Fuji water. Like I have a basement full of water. But my kids, that's nothing. The other day, my son came upstairs and he had a can of my water. I'm like, and I said, what are you doing with that can of pop? He's like, no, it's a can of water. So even with this challenge, they're seeing me drink water and they're seeing me implement it, even infused water. Like I'll put a jar of water with strawberries and mint in the refrigerator, and now they're drinking it. So it's a way for me to influence them as well without having to scream or yell or force them. They just see mommy doing it, so they think it's cool or they want to do it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, so for me, the hydration, it does so much for me and my family. And then it renews my skin, it revitalizes my body, I get re-energized, I get more focused. And it's just a reminder again, like, girl, this is why you have to stay on your hydration.
Yeah. No, and I'm curious, have you been able to meet your goal? Because the goal is basically half your body weight in ounces of water. Have you been able to meet that
I'm
goal?
surpassing that now. Like
Okay.
my goal is to get even more. And the thing that I take stock of, and this, sorry guys, it's too TMI, but went to the bathroom. That's something else. I wonder if you know that. But as serious, that's how too. I'm like telling the difference between when I'm dehydrated. Like it used to be before I did this water challenge, I go to the bathroom. It just be a little bit, and then go back throughout the day, and then would go back to the restroom again for 3 or 4 hours, and that was nothing to me. Now that I'm drinking, it's like a difference. And even when I go to the restroom, it is a difference because it's like I can feel my body flushing out those toxins.
It's smooth.
Yes. So it's just for me, I enjoy it. I'm even like, yes, let's go get these toxins out real quick and get reloaded. In the morning is exciting because again, I know it's going to get my body going. Like it's nothing now for me to have a glass of water before I have my little sneak cup of coffee. After I have that cup of coffee, I'm back on my water. So I'm drinking like 3 or 4 more glasses to get that coffee out of my system. And then it curbs my appetite. So that's another thing.
Yeah, that's actually
I was
true.
trying to lose weight after having 6 kids. You can imagine the weight. So it's been like an up and down yo-yo. This helps stabilize my weight, I've noticed.
Yeah, you're not as hungry. You're actually, so most of what we say is people are usually thirsty and not hungry. They think that they're hungry, but they're really just needing more water. And so we just reach for food as opposed to a glass of water. So when you actually start hydrating appropriately, you see, wait a minute, I'm not really that hungry, you're full. And so you can become a little bit more disciplined if that's something you're working on, the timing of your eating. Like for me, I don't eat till 11 o'clock. But when I drink that water, I start hydrating early. It's easy for me to stick to that eating till 11 because I'm full with water and then run into the bathroom trying to, I'm telling you, y'all, it's life changing.
It is. And I drink herbal tea. So that's another thing in between, which is, to me, is equivalent to the water almost, but it's even a little bit healthier because it has those herbs.
Exactly.
Loose herbs. I'm not buying like tea bags. I have my loose herb, like turmeric, ginger, dandelion, what else? A raspberry leaf.
Those are very good for women too, who are working to strengthen their uterus. So, and then the ginger, the turmeric helps with inflammation. The ginger also helps with digestion. So once again, this water, the tea is not only nourishing, it's not only hydrating, but it's also nourishing her as well. Very good. Okay, I'm proud of you. Let's go.
And let me tell you, I'm one of her most difficult students. Like she gets on me all the time. She's like, "Are you doing it? Are you?" Because I'm more quiet. So I want people to know that too. If you're hesitant, because you're like, I don't want to be taking pictures, I don't want to be all in the group doing all that. That's okay. What I think about it is with the YouTube reel, they come up at work. So I have it set when I subscribe. When her videos come up, they just automatically start just clicking and start playing while I'm working. So it's like a daily reminder and encouragement. I know I'm not doing it alone. I know I have someone, if I need to ask questions, I can reach out to. But I also she doesn't pressure me like to post and do stuff so I can still follow along and not feel like that. But if I want the community, that option is there too. So I like both of it. And I'm starting to learn that your community is a big part of your health journey too.
It is, absolutely.
I'm being particular. Again, this was Chef B too, who suggested that because I'm like, I'm lonely. I want friends, but I don't just want any.
Right.
Well, you suggest groups. Oh yeah.
A
But
group? Really?
but
Okay.
Chef B made a good point. It's about the kind of groups. So if you're in a position too where you're lonely or you're feeling like I want to make friends, but not just any friends, that's what these challenges help with too. Building
Mm,
that community, being around people that's like-minded, being with people with the same goals, and just helping keeping you encouraged. And then from there,
yeah,
branch out and meet others.
yeah.
So like hydration challenge has so many ways it helps me. I even talk about others. Like it's a good conversation with my coworkers. Hey, I'm doing this hydration challenge. You want to join?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, exactly. Yeah, I'm really proud of you, Shavonne. I think that, it's definitely there's a lot of phases to actually get to the place where you are. You see a hydration challenge, that's interesting. But then to actually try it, and even if you're not fully consistent for 30 days, just trying it on for a week, trying it on for 2 weeks, or however long you're going to try it on, that's the first step. And then once you start getting those results consistently, it's like even if you don't stick to something right away, if you know that you could always go back to something because you know you're going to get those results. And then at some point you're like, you know what am I doing? Let me just do what I know works. And then that's like really how change happens, right? We there's this tension constantly with ourselves. We talked about that on an earlier video. And so once you get your result and you know what actually works, even when people kind of pop in and pop out, it's like they get tired of themselves and they get tired of
Mhm.
feeling bad, and not, feeling like they're thriving, not feeling with the vitality. And so you just go back to what you know, that's your ground zero. And then we would just pray that you stick to your ground zero, but you always have a way to get back there. And then you also have people that can support you in the process.
Yep.
So that's one of the reasons why we do this, just to give people some tools. And then the cool thing about YouTube is you can always just go back and start whenever you want and get what you need.
I get your friends and family involved. So say, hey, join
Yeah.
buddy and drink some water
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
difference.
So any closing remarks? Any closing remarks for the people, my
I
friend?
would say if you're struggling right now with energy, depression, anxiety, weight loss, um, even just on your spiritual journey, and you're looking for a simple, free place to start, this is where I would start. I definitely would recommend this hydration challenge. I
Yeah.
know it's probably sitting there like, really? But I'm telling you, the water will change your life. It really
Yeah,
will.
it does. It does. Girl, thank you so much for coming on and sharing your thoughts around this. Thank you for participating. And I'm so, so excited and happy that you got some really good results. And there'll be more to come.
Well, thank you, Chef B, for hosting this and for putting your time and your effort and love into this. I appreciate it.
Yes. All right, y'all. Thank you so much. And we'll see you guys in the next video.